The following contest is scheduled for a 2-hour time limit. Introducing first, coming from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, wrestling reporter and columnist Justin LaBar. And his opponent, you. Call, tweet, email, because you can go one-on-one with Justin LaBar in Wrestling Reality. Right now on Trib Live Radio.
Yeah, we're sipping the water today, back from Boston, and I can piss Malibu. Unpredictable show coming up here. John Cena out for at least 3, possibly up to 6 weeks. That's the breaking news here in the last hour. Elbow surgery today. So we'll talk about that. As always, I'll talk Boston. I'll be joined by Boston Johnny. We'll have BAM time. We'll have stats. We'll let you offer whatever you can try to offer to the show. But first, let's get to my thoughts, my one-liners, what was coming to my mind. Made it easier. Normally I would sit here and write a script, all kinds of recap for Raw, and maybe I'm just getting lazy. I just decided I'll just jot my thoughts as I'm watching live. So here we go. Monday Night Raw last night, Bridgeport, Connecticut. It was quite the coincidence, I thought, at the very beginning. That they introduced Chad Patton, the referee. They talk about how he's never been involved in controversy, but yet this is the same referee that kept bringing up in the deposition about getting, hurt by the brogue kick, which got suspended. I don't know. It's kind of goofy to start off, but props for Chad Patton. Referees don't always get enough respect and attention and appreciation. I'll tell you what, Paul Heyman, he could sell a Yankees jersey to a Red Sox fan. His way of speaking, his expressions, he makes it look so easy. I've heard Paul Heyman say to my face, he said, Justin LaBar, I've heard him say my name out of his own lips, but I want to hear him say it as if he's trying to sell it to 5 million people. I want to hear that, Justin LaBar. Like, is that weird? It's like, I never thought I'd actually crave to hear another guy say my name, but I think you know where I'm coming from. I would invest, because I know I can get a good return on it. I would invest in shirts that said, voice of the voiceless. They would sell. Put it down. I know I'm not the only one. When AJ Lee, when she skips into the ring, and all the other guys, when you have Punk and Heyman and Sheamus and Del Rio and Cena, everybody's in the ring, and AJ Lee skips in there, they did a close-up of Cena. He had his head kind of tilted and he smirked, and I know I'm not the only one that just had that inner monologue come in, him yeah, she's the next one that's gonna skip to my bus in the back lot. It was just a real weird kind of, maybe just felt like an eternity for me, but maybe that's because I was doing that inner monologue. AJ looks much better than Teddy Long when making main event tag matches that on paper bore everybody, which was that. One of the best showings, though, for Sin Cara. We move on to Sin Cara, Rey Mysterio versus Primo and Epico. Definitely one of the best showings in WWE for Sin Cara as he and Rey get the win over Primo and Epico. I love the primetime players. I love their dance. That's the kind of thing that Vince likes. He loves the over-the-top. It's just like his walk. He loves that. Titus O'Neil, great promo. Darren Young almost verbatim repeated exactly what Titus just said. I love that there are plots spreading in the tag division. And is it wrong? I know I'm not the only one. I got so many tweets about this. Is it weird? All the tag, there's all of a sudden there's tag teams, which is great. But all of them are divided by race or ethnicity. It's just kind of weird. You got the Puerto Ricans here, you got 2 African American former athletes here, then you got the 2 Mexican guys here, you got the 2 crazy guys in anger management over here. I guess it's good because we always complain in the past about how it'd be 2 random guys thrown together, but it's just it's like a United Nations kind of thing going on here. We got different flags flying around and hell. Eve is good looking, good acting, good in the ring. Definitely one of the best divas I use on a regular basis. What else is she good at? I love Layla's British accent. I don't care what anybody says. Maybe she's not much of a wrestler, but I'm a sucker for British accents. How about this 4-person commentary team? You got a Brit, 2 Cowboys, and Michael Cole. And they all walk into a bar. Mocha Skin, hooray for Mocha Skin. Cameron is back with the Funkadactyls and Brodus Clay. JBL gets line of the night with calling Brodus Clay, quote, a Justin Timberlake-trained sea monster. It can't fit on a shirt, though. Heath Slater will be a big star. Mark it down. Memo to Ring of Honor fans. I've been loving to preach this one to all the ROH fans. I have nothing against ROH. Nothing against it. I've never really had a problem against them. More wrestling is better. It's just more competition, the better. But a memo to the ROH fans. This is why you don't have the Kings of Wrestling. Antonio Cesaro, formerly in Ring of Honor under a different name, great gimmick. I understand from my wonderful international fans that follow me that apparently me liking his background of being a Swiss rugby player, those 2 violent, apparently that's not real well researched, I guess, with the rugby and the Swiss. So I'm sorry to that, but I still like him. I think it's a great backstory. I love the 1 word in 5 languages. I like that Oksana has a role. She fits in well. He is a good heel. In fact, I'm going to say good heel in 5 different languages. English, good heel. Spanish, buen talon. Italian, buen talone. French, talon bon. German, gâté farcé. You're welcome. I feel like the reaction from Ryback, scaring off The Miz, I think that was a great touch. More and more, I'm actually excited. See, when you give me relevance, I'm excited for Ryback. How about Ryback throwing everything out of the ring, including a microphone, which a fan then caught and then began to chant Goldberg on it before they cut the mic off and chased him down. If I was in Connecticut and they tossed the microphone and I called it, should I, and I'll ask for you to please tweet at Justin LaBar, should I have A, chanted Goldberg, Goldberg, like the guy did? B, could I have promoted my t-shirt? C, I could have started an Eisenberg sucks chant. Or D, I could scream to the Connecticut crowd, don't vote for Linda. Again, please tweet your opinion and answer at Justin LaBar on Twitter. The food chain is in order when CM Punk and Paul Heyman are annoyed and slap a microphone away from Josh Matthews. Santino was the right opponent for Dolph Ziggler to be aggressive and get heat. You got to get Ziggler back on a good momentum train after a loss to Orton, so be aggressive. Santino's over as a babyface, so easy heat there. We want Nexus chance to Barrett and Justin Gabriel, so Nexus is over 2 years too late. I like Wade Barrett's finisher, the vicious elbow. It's appropriate to his Fight Club-like character. I don't know, everybody's complaining they want Wasteland back. How many moves start in that fireman's carry position? I mean, it's just too many of them. So the elbow, simple. You can do it on anybody. It's effective. If sold well and it sounds well, I mean, JBL, I mean, praised it like crazy last night. It's perfect for the character, so. Okay, the big elephant in the room, I know, was that Jarrett from Subway in his infomercial during Raw definitely gained some weight. I mean, the whole backstage thing, he's not, skinny little Jarrett anymore. It's kind of, I mean, like, big Jarrett talking about Subway, losing weight and everything. It's kind of like, putting on a fight for a living and then promoting not to be a bully. Daniel Bryan and Kane might be the two oddest cases I can recall that are faces and are over in the way they are. It's all very interesting. It's hot TV, so you got to keep running with it, but how does it end? We'll talk about that as the show goes on. Tensai versus Orton. Good for both guys. Sure, Tensai isn't as high profile as Ziggler, but just like Ziggler needed a good momentum win against Santino, the same was the situation for Orton. Orton gets a nice, good, competitive showing against a big body like Tensai, and then for Tensai, it's good because he gets to work a top babyface like Orton. It was also really fun for me watching Tensai work very tight with Orton. I'd love to see Orton try to pull the backstage politics with Tensai. I'm going to make bets it would not go the same as it did back with Mr. Kennedy in 2009. I enjoy the verbal, I enjoy the look, I enjoy the cartwheel after the win, but I don't enjoy Damien Sandow's finisher. We need to fix it. Before the tag team match even starts, I made a point on Twitter and asked why a young ref for this main event. I should have saw it coming. Tag match main event did keep my interest really well done by all competitors involved. Another good finish. Sunday night, the refs call works in Punk's favor to retain the title. Last night, it does not. It's a logical lead to another match between Cena and Punk, or so you'd think. Also logical to help leave the replacement and get out of the current GMs. And coincidence or not, it's a funny playoff of the NFL referee situation. 412-320-7925 is the number. sportstalk@tribweb.com is the email. You can tweet me at Justin LaBar. We'll get your thoughts on all the hot topics that happened on Sunday and Monday Night at Champions and Raw. And, of course, we'll talk to Boston Johnny. We'll do BAM time, stats, and more. It's Trib Live Radio.